Hey there, StarCraft fans! It's Paladin coming at ya with yet another edition of StarCraft 2 Legacy of the Void. Today, gonna be a Patreon best of 3 featuring a Stalker and myself. Here on Dragon Scales, the latter edition, top left for game 1, it's gonna be Stalker top right and myself bottom right. Not myself, but a patron of mine named myself. I got Bob the Zealot spinning around his Nexus. He supports me at patreon.com/Falcon Paladin for $10 a month, which gives him the right to send me any replay once a month, and I will cast it. So it's going to be a best of 3 here for June, July, and August. Should be an excellent time. Looking forward to it. I do like best of series. Look, it's a best of 3. Hooray! WCS Observer Interface. It's ESL now, but WCS lives on in my heart. A little bit of kiss there from these 2 probes. And yeah, I feel like I need to make a correction about something that I said like 6 months ago about Patreon. It's just like a 5% cut Patreon takes from your pledging for me. Because I'm apparently a founder, because I established my page back before 2019? Back before 2019. But new Patreon people who set up a page, that is, the cut is higher. Like, I think up to like 20% or so. But yeah, just 5%. So if you're worried that Patreon is taking some of your hard-earned cash that you're trying to support me with, it's just 5%, which I feel like is fair enough. And okay. Deathmatch. Myself wins. Fatality. And yeah, so patreon.com/Falcon Paladin. You can support me for as little as $1 a month, which after the 5% that Patreon takes is 95 cents a month, which is okay by me, and should be okay by you. Anyway, what's going on here, man? What are we doing, myself? It's a PvP, which means the plan usually is Gateway, Cybercore, second Gateway. That's how the pros play it. Neither of these players has a second Stargate. I mean, Gateway, it's a Stargate instead from myself on the opening. Intriguing. Look at this probe scouting from Stalker. Loving it. Sees this. This is okay. Myself wins this game. It's not going to be because he pulled like 12 probes off the line to kill an enemy probe and then kind of failed to do that and lost all this mining time. Nope. That's not the reason at all. So, Stalker, what's your answer? The answer is he's doing nothing because he was busy trying to scout with his probe. So, you know what? I think that I kind of evened things up. Stalker wasn't building anything. He was kind of floating some cash. Finally expands, gets a second gateway up. You know what the answer to Stargate opening here from your enemy Protoss is? Just Stalkers, man. Stalkers kill everything in the skies that Protoss has. Is it a Void Ray? Dead. Is it an Oracle? Dead. Are they Phoenix? Dead. Are they Carriers? Dead. Tempest? Dead. Blink Stalkers are incredible anti-air. Maybe not as good as Marines cost for cost. Marine anti-air is insanely powerful. The burst damage is through the roof. Ba-dum-bum-bum. Forge from Stalker, shield battery, fine. Myself, I'm actually out of Oracle names, so if you want to leave an Oracle name in the one of the comments, you can do so. Oh crap, Oracle showed up. What did we have? Only 1 Stalker? That's not enough. Yeah, don't fight the Stalker. I know it's gonna want to fight the Stalker, this Oracle is, but don't let it. Not the best Stalker micro of the entire world, but we'll take it. We'll take 5 kills. Maybe don't go back in there, though. Yeah, okay. Gonna recall it home. Got some energy for that. Got some cooldown on the recall. No problem. Excellent. Trying to make an immortal, but supply blocked. We've all been there before, haven't we, Protoss players? I mean, we've all been supply blocked. Not necessarily making an immortal if you only play Terran or Zerg, but you know the feel. So this second base for Stalker is pretty good. Myself just started his second base. Not great. Not the best thing in the entire world. We got... Still supply blocked. This pylon can't come up any quicker. Twilight Council on the way. Stalker count is 5. So one covering this mineral line with a cannon, this one covering this mineral line with a cannon, and then just kind of massing up stalkers here with a sentry. Guardian shield, pretty good. If enemy units show up, as long as they're ranged attacks instead of melee, which this zealot is. Army value is 16 to 12 in favor of Stalker. 32 to 33 workers in favor of myself. But the second base is really useful here. As myself, second base isn't even done yet, and he is oversaturating this main base quite extensively with 26 workers mining at that thing. But the second base was late, so what do you do? Robotics facility coming in from Stalker. Immortals. Stalkers are the backbone of this army in PvP, and Immortals are kind of the get in there and get stuff done units, because they crush Stalkers, right? Like a mass Immortal army versus mass Stalker cost for cost would totally win. But if you make mass Immortals, then your enemy just makes a couple Void Rays and then you die. So you can't do that. You need Stalkers for the anti-air. Myself is stasis his own ramp in case enemy shows up. I like that play quite a bit, getting his third and fourth gases. Myself does send some of the probes down to the natural base. That's good. Still oversaturated in the main base a bit because hasn't set the rally point for the probes down to the natural base yet, but that's all right. We'll allow it. We'll allow it here for myself. Twilight Council coming in from Stalker. Maybe DTs. DTs are fun in this matchup too. I mean, DTs are fun in every matchup. For some reason, they're extra good in PvP. And I don't know exactly why that is. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe we don't see DTs anymore in PvP than any other matchup, but it kind of feels like that's the case. Oop. Robotic Spade coming in from myself. We could see Disruptors, another big part of PvP. You launch a big Purification Nova at a bunch of Stalkers. Bam! They get one shot, they dead. They are very dead and very sad. Blink on the way from myself. Temple Archive. Storm can be good in this matchup too. PvP is kind of nice that way. You got a lot of different options of how you want to handle this. Storm's good. Disruptor's good. Colossus generally okay. Immortals and Stalkers. Backbones. Charge Lots real nice too. Sometimes we see carriers in this matchup, but it's pretty rare. I'm just going to ×2 this thing because both players are just massing up, macroing up, getting upgrades. Nobody's taking a third. Nope. Third base comes up. Speak of the devil, and it shall appear. Stalker gets a third and says, "Does my enemy have a third base?" No, great. 10 points. 10 points to me for expanding faster than myself here, at least in this game. Oh, Archon's fine. Researching Storm, turning your High Templar into Archons as well. Not going to say no to that. Archons against enemies. Speed lots are pretty good. Charge lots, rather. Yeah, chrono boosting out charge here is myself. First Disruptor joins the party. They have nerfed the Disruptor in that last balance patch. The Purification Nova is smaller than it used to be. Myself moves out, but only to protect his own third base, which he's late on, which the obs from myself recognizes and says, yes, problematic for me. Third base is already done for my enemy. It's 65 to 45 workers. I don't know if myself can win this game. This macro game that they're playing right now. I would honestly go attack, right? It's 58 to 40 army supply. Oh, Stalker just warped in a bunch of Stalkers, I would assume. And Zealots get into this third base of Stalker. There are shield batteries and cannons here. Shield battery overcharge. Nice. Shield battery overcharge chasing away the Protoss. Protoss knows how it feels to be on both ends of that experience. Pretty fantastic stuff indeed. Blinks on the way from Stalker. Myself goes back home, so we're just going to ×2 this thing again because you guys are incredibly passive. Like the most passive. 0 attacks have been mounted in the history of this game. There was an Oracle harass. Other than that, no Stalkers, no anything has crossed the map except for one little Zealot attack that killed a shield battery. So, like, we're just chilling like a villain, man. Fourth base. Ooh, myself decides to get an advantage here. Nice revelation toss down. By getting the fourth base before Stalker gets his fourth base. Aha! He says, I will catch up in economy. Still 71 to 55 workers in favor of Stalker, but I think with his base coming up, myself should be able to get up to about 80 workers or so, no problem. Stalker, same deal. Let's get a fourth base up. Going to protect it with the entire army, and by that I mean Just kidding, we're moving out. It looked like a protect play because he is expanding there, but also he's going to attack from an unexpected angle. That's really, really good in StarCraft, right? If you can show up from a position your enemy is not expecting you to show up from, you can get a lot of work done before they can rally and respond to this. I love this. Walking in and then attacking everything. Don't A-move. Get your units in position to kill stuff. Dude, myself's in a lot of trouble. Disruptor hits are needed here. And by that I mean, did he just, ouch. Did he Disruptor Nova himself there a little bit? Kind of, yeah. He just snipes the Nexus and just goes home. That's it. That's all we're doing. Myself immediately replants the Nexus because he's smart and he's a good boy. Working on a +3 attack as myself. Working on +2 as Stalker, but pretty close to both having +2/+2 here. Oh no, that armor value is actually slower for Stalker for sure. And that's okay. That's okay. This is not pro level. Being down an upgrade is probably not going to be the difference that you lose a game. Being down 2 upgrades maybe, and 3 sometimes most of the time. If you're down to 3 upgrades to your enemy, like you have +3, or they have +3 and you have no upgrades, you're going to have a bad time. Super bad time. Shield upgrade for myself too. Love that. So look, the army gets sucked down to the south, and the Stalker goes all the way around. Again, walks in so as not to alert. Snipes down the Nexus in 3 volleys, and then gets out. Drops some storms behind him to discourage chasing. But the chasing... You know what? I turn around, Stalker. You have just weakened all of these Zealots pretty heavily. Okay, but seriously, guy. Let your Archons get on those dudes. You're going to lose an Immortal! And a High Templar. Wow, just wants to go all the way back home to the shield batteries, I guess. And yeah, now all these guys are going to melt because they've already been injured thanks to storms. But the Purification Nova shots! Oh, baby! That was sick. But now these Disruptors are unsupported and going to die. Oh, they're support units. They're not... Oh, okay. We're going to let these 2 escape for nothing. That's cool. All right, so myself rebuilds the 3rd base. Not happy about that. Workers dead today. 6 for Stalker. Only 3 have died for myself. Considering, said an entire army wander into these mineral lines and wipe out the Nexus. Like, basically no probes have died. That's some weird stuff, man. Some exceptionally weird stuff. All right. 164 to 136 supply. Stalker's up in worker count and army value. Makes sense. Got in there, assassinated some bases, got out. That Purification Nova, like quadruple hit, was kind of problematic. But other than that, things have been okay. I like watching Archons warp in. They're very cool. Archons are so neat. All right, but seriously, guys, we're just hanging out again. Just chilling on your side of the map. It's like the Jets and the Sharks from West Side Story, and one side's hanging out on their side of the street, and the other side's hanging out on their side of the street, and they're snapping. Can't snap with my right hand as well. When you're a jet, you're a jet. Another base up for Stalker, and same story. So Stalker's entire plan today is kill Nexuses, and when confronted... Oh, actually, wait, we're hanging out. We're fighting this. The storms have been good. The Purification Novas, nice connections there. Archon versus Archon battle. Can't even tell who's on whose side here. They're all just blue. These DTs... No, this Oracle has 22 kills and has wiped out a ton of probes during this battle. Love that. Love a little Oracle attack during a major military engagement. Very fun stuff. All right, so myself, he's up. Nope, he's down 50 to 52 army supply. That Oracle, wow, completely blitzed the entire economy of Stalker almost. Okay, not really, but whatever. It was a hit. It was a hit anyway. 29 probes have died, but 23 have died for myself, so Stalker's still up. But losing this base isn't great. What do you have? A couple Immortals, some Stalker, some charge lots. Let's go! Nexus down. myself. Rebuilding the base that died just now. Expanding twice to opposite corners of the map, and already has a new base over on the right side too. That's a 5th. So myself has 5 bases and is double expanding behind this attack. I like it. I like it quite a bit. You want to pop shield battery overcharge? Yeah, but you did after the Protoss player is leaving. So not really getting much value there. I mean, you forced the Protoss army away, so that counts for something, but anyway, 163 to 126 supply. Army value for myself is higher. Upgrades here are pretty even. 232 for the gateway units. Both have blink, both have charge. Storm exists for Stalker, and is that... I think that's got to be observer movement speed for myself. Warp prism movement speed. We haven't seen any warp prisms, though. Got to be observer. All right, so we're back with the 4th base. The 5th base is happy. 6th base bottom left. 7th base top right. Sure. Sure. So 7 bases taken. Stalker doesn't know what's going on. Stalker is waiting for an attack at 173 supply. I mean, that's one of the things you gotta learn about a game of StarCraft that you're playing is if you have a big scary army, you gotta move out. You gotta move out and you gotta try to kill something. Because if you have a big scary army and they do not have a big scary army, you can win. But if you sit here waiting, then they can get a big scary army while you're waiting. It's not great. Stalker figures out that myself is expanded up here to a 7th. Is probably not very happy about that. Gonna try to kill it with his entire army. 118 to 87 army supply. Myself is making a disruptor at a time. Probably could afford to make some more stuff here. Maybe a few more stalkers. The stalker count is actually surprisingly 0 for myself right now. I'm going Archon, Immortal, Zealot, Disruptor? Yeah. So that base was bait. Myself uses it to lure Stalker that way and then come through the south area and try to kill one of his bases that he was forced away from. Ah. Very smart stuff. Alright, so Archon's not going to do well against those Zealots. Zealots over here killing buildings is fun and everything. Yes. Oh, you don't want to send disruptors. Ah! 2 Archons blown up. Napoleon Blonapods by those disruptor shots. This is not a good standing in here angle. That's a lot of immortals from Stalker. Zealots hacking away again. Okay, so myself decided that killing bases is fun. But he can't kill this one. 93 HP on that sucker. Ah, disruptor down. Immortals dead. Uh-oh. 74 to 25 army supply in favor of Stalker. I think a lot of you attacking went in to try to kill this Nexus and they couldn't. That's not good. Plus, this base died from Stalker, though. Dude, this game is crazy. This game be crazy. Stalker with a bit of a Zealot run by into the natural base. Purification Nova wipes him out. Some of them. The other ones are on top of your probes, though. Myself, no. No. Your worker count was like 75. It was so good. It's down to sub 70 now. Immortals do pretty poorly against Zealots cost for cost, but like one Immortals can still beat one Zealot. It's like Lings are really good against Immortals, cost for cost. But one Ling will not beat an Immortal. That's not how counters work in this game. What are you doing? You don't have enough energy for a storm. I've come to basic attack you. So Stalker, trying to keep up with the Joneses here, is going to get his 5th base. Still 6 bases rolling from myself, though. Maybe planning on getting a 7th up here. Not really replacing the top right one. This is a weird PvP, man. One player going Storm, the other player going for Disruptors. Again, just walking in. Kind of sets up this little Sim City that makes it hard for you to engage with what myself's army composition is, but I guess the Sim City's gone now. So never mind. Disruptor shot. Ugh. Take some HP off a couple Archons and an Immortal. fine, especially if you follow up immediately. Storm up! Storm up! Myself trying to storm dodge. Just flees. Too much storm. Not happy about it. Back it out. Back it out, boys. Went away to 77 army supply. Stalker. Where are we going? Where are we going, guys? Yeah, I like that Stalker really doesn't have much interest in, like, killing the enemy army at all. But he loves picking off bases. It's kind of my style, honestly. I like killing bases. That's why I like playing team games, because you can just roam around with your army sniping bases and running away like a coward, instead of having to actually deal with a giant Protoss army with 6 Colossus and like 27 Stalkers and Immortals and High Templar, and I'm like, I don't know how to engage into that at all with any composition. So I don't. I let someone else handle that. Are you move commanding your Archon, Stalker? What are you doing? Oh, tossing the storms down again. Myself takes the cue to flee. Tough battle. Novas! Great Novas there. Sick Novas there. But, uh-oh. Myself is down 68 to 40 army supply, and Stalker again retreats. You need to recognize when you have an advantage. You gotta at least push in there and see what you can do, because I think that might have been GG if he just kept moving in. With the Archons, the High Templar, everything, right? Poor shield battery healing up an Archon's like, alright, I got nothing left after you, buddy. Both players spending their money very well. Gotta give them a lot of what's the word? Laudits? Whatever. Giving them a lot of compliments for that. Stalker's got a base that's completely mined out. A lot of not working probes there, which means you need to expand again. Not that you have the cash for it. Only 100 minerals in the bank because of the aforementioned spending very well. So more Archons. Everybody's got 3. That's it. So they have exact identical upgrades, except one player has Storm and one has Observer Speed. I feel like having Storm would be pretty good. But the Disruptors are the splash damage of the day, as well as the Archons here. Yeah, myself rebuilding the 6th base, bottom left. Stalker taking where myself had a 7th base at the top left just a moment ago. And Archons versus fully upgraded. Both fully upgraded, right? Archons versus Zealots is just not fun for the Zealots ever. And then Stalker, having distracted myself again, zooms down to an angle where myself is not, because he knows he's not there. I like how the Immortal tracks stuff that's attacking him but can't shoot because it can't move and shoot at the same time. Okay, another Nexus down. Oh my gosh, that is 7 Nexuses killed today by Stalker. 7! It is crazy good. And then he just flees again. I don't know. One of these days, I kind of feel like you got to actually engage with this army. They have. They've engaged before, but it's kind of gone to a stalemate, you know? Understandable concerns, I suppose I would put it. Is that myself trying to build a Nexus? Yep, on top of Stalker's Nexus. Very hard-fought Nexus battle over here. Zealots kind of get all caught up in there. They were going to counterattack up here, and they got caught up fighting some Archons. Not good. So then Stalker sends his entire army over to deal with this, which is really not what you need to do, because it leaves you open for this kind of a thing from myself, where he comes in and kills the Nexus that got away. He's able to take down this 4th base, which is not a ton of income, but a pretty good chunk of it right now. And And then Stalker responds with the entire army again. Both players have lost warp gates today. 7 of myselfs have died. 5 of Stalkers have died. Resources lost 38,600 to 37,800. Pretty darn even. These two players seem fairly well matched in their PvP shenaniganry. Not a lot of Clown Fiesta going on here, except for the fact that our guy, Stalker, refuses to engage with the army of myself, even when it's parked on his side of the map. Like, you really can't just let an enemy hang out on your side of the map like this. You must engage with them. They will kill all of your production facilities if you don't. Alright, Stalker says, fine, here we go. Let us attack. And Nova hit big. Where are the storms? Are you out of High Templar? Uh-oh. No, he's not. Got a High Templar here. Another storm available. Just absolute Protoss domination here by, I don't know, one of these two players. Stalker seems to have won that battle. Reinforcing Zealots coming in to try to deal with the army, but there are still 3 Archons here, which means the Zealots are gonna die. Didn't really accomplish a whole lot there, did they? No. 68 to 27 army supply. Myself is tossing a lot of his resources into Zealots right now. They're kind of getting killed by enemy Zealots with support of shield batteries and cannons and enemy Archons. Oh my gosh, is he doing it? Is Stalker realizing it is time? It is time to counterattack and win this thing once and for all. Possible. Yeah, myself is starving Marvin. Well, actually, no. Got 1,600 minerals here. Stalker says, what a game. This is a great game one. What a way to kick this thing off. It's been pretty fantastic. Myself says, I'm loving it. As, he's got 16 army supply. Can he hold this with his 4 immortals? Probably not. Why is he not? Oh, are his gateways all dead? No. Got gateways there, gateways here. He's got 8 gates. Why are we not warping? Okay, warping in Zealots. Again, panic, dude. Stalker, he didn't come to try to stop you and kill that base. Stop you from killing that base, which means he doesn't have anything left, Stalker. Let's do this. Let's make some deductive reasoning here, friend. Okay, or we could just hang out. That's fine. It's nice this time of year on Dragon Scales. Myself expanding down this way. Being allowed to by Stalker because he's worried about a counterattack from an enemy who does not have much of anything at the moment. You have over twice his army supply. You really can't get any more upgrades. I don't know what we're waiting for here. More High Templar, needs more Archons. This is what observers are good for. This is why you make observers to go scout around and see what your enemy has by way of army, and then you feel good and confident about your ability to kill said army. Oh, hang on, spotting each other across the way here, across the chasm. Doesn't feel good about it. Stalker, nope. Doesn't want to engage. He is very interested in wiping out your bottom left base again, though. Sure. Man, Stalker really doesn't want to engage with army whatsoever, does he? Not even the teeniest or tiniest of bits. Nexus to die real fast to big immortal armies. Alright, and then myself, once again, has to take the fight to Stalker, because Stalker doesn't want to take this fight. Okay, well now he's backed into a corner. He could recall out of this. That'd be pretty funny, actually, if he recalled out of it, but oh boy. Myself's army is not really well suited to a lot of speed lots, and then Archons and the enemies, the mortals are getting chunked in there too. Warp gate count is back down to 8. That was a good game. Thank you for it, says myself, as he has 3 army supply remaining. Thank you. Well played, says Stalker. Look at these guys. Look at these guys being so polite. One of my best games ever, says Stalker. Even if I lost. I think that's going in the thumbnail. Back and forth like crazy, says Stalker. You played solid. Again, I'm okay with the whole murdering enemy bases thing. I'm not going to say no to it. But yeah, I've just never seen this playstyle from anyone before. I only wish I'd played better, says myself. Well, you lost 11 of your Nexuses. 11! You want a rematch? You're good with Disruptor, says Stalker. That's true. Pretty good with Disruptor. Look at these guys, just constantly building each other up. Both fellow lovers of StarCraft. I can't get the micro on Disruptor, says Stalker. Too tough for me, he says. A rematch, I'll invite. I want another one, says myself. Sure, says Stalker. Let's do it. Ah! GG, bam. Wow. That is the most wholesome chat at the end of a game I've ever seen, maybe. Okay, I've watched a lot of StarCraft games. There's probably been more wholesome chat. But still, that was great. These two dudes respecting each other. Remember when resources lost was about even? It's 64,000 for myself and now in 46,000 for Stalker. There's some really cost efficient, last about 5 minutes there. Yeah. 12 Nexuses killed. Stalker lost 3. 121 probes died for myself. 67 probes died for Stalker. 100 Zealots versus 159. 15 Immortals versus 22 Immortals. Both players lost about 22 Archons. 24 High Templar died. The Storms are pretty good, though. I'd say they'd be worth. And yeah, 9 Disruptors went down there, too. So Stalker, just patient, slow and steady, wins the race, I guess. In this case, anyway. We'll see if there's a difference in game number 2. Right? Amazing. All right, so well done, Stalker, getting that game 1-0 here in a best of 3. Just has to win the next game, and then he'll be the winner of the best of 3. So, all right, so game 2 coming up. Hit that like button if you haven't already, and we'll be right back. Game 2 is again on Dragon Scales. Spawn location swap. Top left, it's going to be myself. Bottom right, it's going to be Stalker. Again, a fast typer, says Stalker. No wonder you were that fun. You master. Is it a Master League player, Stalker? That's weird. I've just never seen anybody in a PvP just try to destroy Nexuses and then back out for 30 minutes. I'm Platinum, says Stalker. Yeah, that would make a lot more sense. Ka-chow. All right, what's going on? ESL Summer wrapped it up. We did a nice final between Cyril and Gumio. That was a lot of fun. I'm in Platinum League, says myself. Oh, is he asking about myself here? Ah, wait, I forgot. I can't get chat. Yes, I can. Your profile shows that you had a master finish before. Ah. Think about StarCraft finishes like that, though. It could have been a long time ago. Like, there are plenty of people who were Grandmaster, like, in 2012, who haven't really played ever since. Or are they still Grandmaster? Not really. I was Masters for, like, 1 minute, says Stalker. Interesting. So what is he now? I think he's, like... Interesting. Do you think he's a fellow Platinum Leaguer? Or is he like a high diamond that's getting matched up against a Platinum Leaguer myself? Which seems kind of unfair, to be honest. But I don't know. Myself held on pretty well there. If that's the case. Ooh, a little bit of a gas steal here from Stalker. Myself goes for a 1-gate expand timing. Dude. And what is Stalker doing? Stalker has nothing going on back home, man. He goes double gas, 1 gate, builds nothing out of the gate. He's throwing up a pylon inside the natural base of myself, but, like, I don't know, man. If this is some kind of, like, a weird cannon rush, holy smokes. Is he trying to punish the 1-gate expand? Is it too greedy for myself? Is that the problem? Quick Twilight Council from myself. Is this like a DT? No, a DT rush wouldn't have a Nexus mixed in there. This is weird. This is him getting Clown Fiesta vibes from this one, that's for sure. Stalker cancels the Zealot that he was building. He's going to wait for the Cyber Core to... Wait, what? Where is his forge? Oh, it's down here. Okay, okay. So he's like, I don't need a Zealot. I'm going to cannon rush the crap out of this base. And this is where myself sees it, gets the extra vision from the Nexus finishing. The Zealot's distracted by the Assimilator. Oh, says myself. Yeah, exactly. Oh. Cannon, 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 cannon. All right. So this is going to be a 1-base cannon rush versus a temporarily 2-basing Protoss player. Cannon rushes are extra dangerous against Protoss because there's no creep to defend and there is no way to lift off your buildings. So every Protoss player knows the joy of winning a cannon rush and falling to a cannon rush. All right. Oh, expanding behind the cannon rush is Stalker here. 24 to 24 workers. We need some high ground division here. Got ourselves a shield battery. Where is the probe that started all of this? Where are we? Did he get killed? No. Did he just go home? What the heck? Did he honestly just throw up these cannons in the shield battery and then go home? Oh, shield battery cannon versus shield battery stalker. That's fun. Oh, shield battery is out of energy. For stalker's shield battery. Nope. Hang on. Oh, I'm going to lose a stalker. A little careless there for myself. Not great. Not ideal, but getting out of here is going to be interesting. Stalker's got a second base coming up behind it. He's throwing up a gateway there. What's the Twilight Council for? He made a Twilight Council, but he's not getting Blink. He's not getting Charge. He's not upgrading to, like, not getting a Templar Archives or a DT Shrine. He's like, priority is an Immortal. We must get rid of these cannons, and Immortals are excellent against buildings. That is true. That is excellent and true, myself. So the whole army comes down and says, there's 2 pylons, man. Oh, losing a Stalker. Shield battery focused. Another Stalker dies. And another Stalker is going to die to this. And another Stalker is going to die to this. Ah! Okay, and no. This Immortal's going to survive. This Immortal's going to survive this cannon stuff. Yes. So the Immortal's got 3 kills, but I mean, that was 5 Stalkers down to wipe out this little forward position. It is 14 to 7 army supply, so if myself can get himself across the map, I don't know. Stalker's got his own Immortal coming in here, warping that one out. Chrono boosting that sucker. Okay. Alright. So game 2 is not... Let's see. Game 2 is starting out a little bit more weird than game 1 here. Yeah, so 14 to 15 army supply, 32 workers for Stalker, 25 from myself, and no second base here from myself. And yeah, I feel like this is enough to hold off myself's attack. Oh, why are you focusing down Zealots? To keep the Immortal alive? Okay, I guess that worked. And Immortal down, bam, Stalker holds it. Yep. Interesting micro-target choices there from our guy, Stalker, but it worked out in the end, I guess. 2,100 resources lost to 1,700 Stalker. Bow, 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 bow. Blink on the way here from myself. Yeah, throwing up some shield batteries in case another attack is coming. Not so much. So I feel like this is a part of the game where both players are going to hang out again on their sides of the map for like 10 minutes. Because, you know, platinum level. Moving out is scary. Defending is more fun and easy. Of course, as a Zerg player, that kind of gets drilled out of you pretty hard. If you just sit back and wait, you're going to die. Terran too, interestingly enough. Right? Terran hanging out, especially in TVZ, will just die, get out expanded, and the Zerg player will have 80 workers at 4 minutes, and then you're just toast. I don't know. PvP seems to encourage a little bit more turtling, a little bit more hanging on. TVT as well, honestly. Making the wrong move in a TVT means like 8 tanks obliterate your entire army, and then you're a sad panda. So Zealot comes up, dies. We got ourselves, and there's a shield battery here. Just don't, and a bigger army. 29 to 12 army supply from Stalker. Now, what we know from Stalker is he going to counterattack, recognizing that myself had a weaker army than him, and he's fully saturated on 2 bases? No. He'll hallucinate a Colossus and send it out for scouting purposes, which seems like one heck of a choice. I guess checking to see if he can get a third base up, because myself almost is done. All right, so myself out macroing here for a minute. It was Stalker with the natural base first. Well, I mean, it was myself with the natural base first, which died. Stalker took a natural base, which came up before myself's second natural base, and then myself gets the third base before Stalker gets his third base. Clear as mud. This Zealot power walking. Checking to see, are there any bases I don't know about? Any crazy ninjas I need to worry about? And the answer seems to be no. Double Oracle on the way from Stalker. He's already got four Oracles moving out. Myself is like, I need some cannons. I saw those Oracles with that Zealot. Alright, so cool. Again, harassment. Not army attack, but harassment. Here from Stalker. He's going to try to cruise up this left side. This Oracle's name is Dorothy. It's actually the name of my grandma, who's alive. Still alive. She's the only one of my grandparents still alive. She turned... 80? Is it 85? She had a birthday recently. It was like a milestone. Oracles. Ah! Losing one of them. Dorothy of the Oracle and friends here. Yeah. Wiping out myself's worker advantage, but also all the Oracles are going to die, so that's not great. By that I mean one of them's totally still alive. Tiny bits of energy left, gets 2 more kills. Where's that blink, says myself. Where is it? Cooldown is too long. Alright, fine. Third base from Stalker coming in. Fourth base is already on the way from myself, though. Obs get sniped. That's the power of having an obs of your own. You can see other obs. Very fun. Alright, production tab says we've got a Templar Archives on the way from Stalker. We know he likes his Storm, and Disruptors are on the way from myself. We know he likes his Disruptors. Terror music playing in this PvP. A bit out of place, obviously. I don't know. This is just so foreign to me as a Zerg player. If you have an army, you poke, you prod, you look for undefended bases, undefended angles, right? You're getting attacked as a Zerg player too. Just this concept of sitting here with your entire army, not being attacked, not attacking, is just... It feels like a different game to me, almost. This is an interesting PvP for sure. Another base from myself. I like it. Being more aggressive on the expansion timings, recognizing that myself is probably not going to come for him. He's going to come for your bases. I wonder if myself has learned from game 1 that if a tiny attack shows up on one side of the map, a bigger attack's probably coming on the other side. We'll see if that happens or not. Oracle with 10 kills goes in, snipes. 21 probes have died from myself. No probes have died from Stalker. But myself has a 71 to 60 worker lead. Right? Because of the extra expansion timings we're seeing. Oh, here we go. Ready for our first base snipe? I hope we're ready for it, because that's what we're going to get here. Myself's army is trying to cover everything at once, but that's hard. Once again, walk in, walk in, walk in, walk in, walk in, walk in. Go! Focus the Nexus. Kill other buildings that exist in the general area, storm the reinforcing units, take some disruptor shots. Don't fight with your entire army, though. Is he going to do this? Is he going to stick around this time? Dude, that is a lot. Both players have a ton of immortals, but it's 10-5, and 2-1 is a pretty good advantage. Is myself just dead here? He throws in some Zealots. Again, Zealots are pretty good against immortals, but not that good. When they're outnumbered by immortals. And okay, if Stalker goes home here, it's 74 to 4 army supply. Stalker. Stalker. What? What? You thoroughly crushed the enemy army. and you go home. Okay, well, if myself wins this game, it's going to be because Stalker gave him a beautiful window in which to win it. It was what? Like 70 to 4 army supply for a good minute there. I don't know. Every Protoss player that I play against, if they crush my army, they keep going. And then I die. Because my army is gone. I don't know. Stalker is like this gentleman's Protoss player who will crush your base and your army and then go home. And just go home. Let you expand again. Doesn't even know you have this base up here. 4 base in it. Getting a 5th base in the bottom left. Super sweet stuff. Super sweet 16 here. Dark Shrine on the way for myself. And look, he's able to recover. He was given the gift of recovery today. 102 army supply from 4. Because Stalker was like, yeah. I don't know. I feel bad. I don't know what it is. So myself goes pretty heavy on the Zealots. That's a terrible position for Zealots to attack into. They are all bouncing off each other here. The Archons are able to get some nice surface area. Good splash damage. What a weird battle this is. Archons bouncing all over each other. Another attack here from Stalker, trying to take down myself's top right 6th base. Hey, myself's winning this battle. Coming down this way. Shield battery overcharge. Dead. Pylon depowering 3 of these warp gates. Okay, so... Oh, DT's in for myself. Trying to save the base. Can't quite do it, unfortunately. DT's for myself inside Stalker's 5th base, though. All right. 76 to 12 army supply. Nice, says Stalker. DT's. Didn't see any of those in game 1. And myself, is he going to make the same mistake that Stalker did and go home here? Or is he going to keep pushing? He's got some DTs just sort of chilling. Weird to see this many DTs without DT Blink, but this is a Platinum game after all. So yeah, that's it. We done. Did myself watch this replay and realize how dead he was there? And how Stalker just blessed him with the gift of not dying? I love playing versus Masters. You got me hyped again. OMG, says Stalker. Yeah, that's it. Resources lost 29,000 to 18,000 here. Stalker is just... not happening. That's a lot of dark. Yeah, a lot of DTs. Man, if the DTs had Blink, they'd be so cool. Upgrade advantage? That's true. 3-3-3 is done for myself. 1-2-1 only for Stalker. That upgrade advantage was a big part of this, too. But the DT shenanigans, awesome as well. Yeah, there you go. Stalker calls it. Nice upgrades. You got me. Look how polite these fellows are. Yeah, that's it. Under 33 minutes. Like game 1 was. Yeah. Does Stalker know? You think Stalker looked over that replay and said, oh. Oh, I could have won. It's going to make you kill all of his buildings before he leaves, I guess. That's interesting. It's going to mess with our resources lost tab there, but whatever. It works, I guess. Got some stuff down here. Cool how each game is a bit different. That is what's great about StarCraft, man. GG, myself gets, a very interesting win there in about 21 minutes. Interesting for sure. Huh. Look at this Archon. Where does shield go? Why is it gone? Weird. It's a naked Archon. He looks pretty cool, though, nevertheless. Is he in here trying to kill this Oracle? He is. Oh, now he's not naked. I don't know what the difference is. Whatever, cool. So we tied it up 1-1. Let's move to game 3. It's going to be on Dragon Scales. Who knows? Let's find out. Game 3. Dragon Scales again. Top left myself, bottom right Stalker. Stalker's predilection for just backing off of a big advantage is his Achilles heel, man. Santa Cruz is the surfing capital. Santa Cruz, California, I feel like. Santa Cruz. That's gotta be nice, says myself. Yeah, California was, let's see. Not found, but Spanish explorers went there and named stuff, and that's why there's a lot of Spanish names in cities and stuff. We could try different maps. Well, not for this, though. Not for this best of 3. It's dragon scales all the way down. Got another probe meeting here. Man, these guys just keep boop. Just keep booping, don't they? It's kind of romantic, the way they keep meeting like this on this map. Double gas from myself. Yeah, myself, you need some build orders here, dude. LOTV.spawningtool.com. Check it out. You get PvP build orders in there, and it's going to be Gateway, Cybercore, Gateway, 1 gas taken in there somewhere, then sure, take your 2nd gas, and then you can expand if you want. But neither of you players are really interested in that at all. What is the double gas for? What are you doing? You cannot spend double gas if you have no cybernetic score. Gateway cannot do that for you. Stalker loves just not making anything out of his gateway. Is he gonna go for... He's gonna fake a cannon rush? He's not making a forge. He's making myself worry, though. I think that's what the plan is here. He's been really active with these probes for scouting purposes, and then into a cannon rush later. That was pretty fun. Cybercore finally coming in from Stalker. Myself is done. He's chronoing out Warp Gate. He's getting a 2nd gateway in. See all this double gas? I just don't know what it's for. And Stalker expands. So he goes a gateway, Cybercore expansion, forge, 2nd gas. This is so weird. This probe has got 2 probes chasing it, heading all the way home. PvP, man. If you didn't catch the Hyper 1 PvP that I posted last week, yeah. Is crazy. It's not as, I mean, it's crazier than this, that's for sure. Although this game could be nuts. It's not over yet. We don't know its crazy quotient yet. This is scouting. This is scouting at its best. This is why you get a Stalker. You gotta chase that sucker out. Making Zealots first is also pretty bad in PvP. Shield battery on the way. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. If Stalker got Masters, I feel like it was a long time ago. Because for him to get Masters with his weird build order, his basically 0 armor supply at 3 minutes in a PvP, his absolutely crushing Achilles heel of backing off when he has a vastly superior army force. I don't know how that player gets to Masters. Unless Protoss is just that easy to get to Masters that someone who has this many weaknesses can do it, no problem, you know? He just said he did it once, so it wasn't no problem. He said it was once for like a minute. So, fair enough. I got 3v3 Masters once for like a minute. That was pretty fun. Got charge on the way. Like a charge lot all-in could be kind of interesting. Myself is not expanding here. This does feel like a charge lot all-in, doesn't it? It's more powerful if you do this off of 2 bases, by the way. You don't take the 2nd gases because you don't need them because you're making Zealots. You keep these 2, though, for like a +1 attack and for the charge. You get like 7 gates up. You get a Warp Prism. You run the Warp Prism down here, run your Zealots down here, and just go. And every time you can warp in a new round of Zealots, you go. And it's pretty strong stuff. More of a PvZ than a PvP strategy. But I am curious to see... more Chrono Boost. And you also have more Chrono Boost available because you have 2 Nexuses instead of 1. So here goes myself. He's up 24 to 12 army supply. It's a 1 base, 4 gate play, which really takes me back to Wings of Liberty days. When StarCraft was new and the 4 gate got discovered and it hit fast and hard and all you needed for a fast warp in was a pylon somewhere. All right, here we go. 24 to 12 army supply. Shield battery up. Shield battery overcharge. Gonna kick here. Yes, shield battery overcharge pops in. He puts all of his zealots on this pylon. Okay, depowers the shield battery. Nope, not depowered. What? Oh, there's a second pylon there. I didn't see that either. Ow. Yeah, probably would have been better just attacking army, but that's shield battery. That's the point. That is the point. That's why we have a shield battery. Oh, myself. Is he going for more? He's expanding. Getting more charge lots. He's like, I was real close. And then Stalker says, yeah, well... I've got more cannons? Yes, that's true. Army value 20 to 16. But shield battery, cannons, force multipliers for defensive purposes and for offensive purposes too, actually. Traditionally, that's the case. Alright, so it is 8 zealots and 2 stalkers versus 2 zealots and 6 stalkers, plus the power of 3 cannons back here and 2 shield batteries for healing purposes. So, yeah, myself just got little bits of zealot in here, just little pieces of zealot. Getting a robotics facility. Dark Shrine. He's like, I won with DTs in game 2. I bet I can win with DTs in game 3. That sounds like something I can probably pull off. Templar Archives on the way from Stalker. Yeah, so this is one of those games where if myself can win in the next about 2 minutes or so, maybe 3 minutes, he can win this game. But if he doesn't, then Stalker is way ahead. Better tech. Better defenses. It's going to be really tough for myself to pull this one out. But the Invisible Men are pretty good. Yeah. Oh, there's a cannon in the main mineral line, though. I was going to say, Warp Prism some DTs into the main and try to get in the mineral line. But cannon there. And a shield battery, too. So, is that the play? Yep. Shield battery. Just getting started here from myself. It's got the Dark Shrine. DTs are out. Invisible Men. They look good in green, I feel like. That green Psyblade is very lightsaber-ish. Gotta love them. Permacloaked, man. Super cool dudes. Yeah, waiting for the Warp Prism to show up to shuttle them in here. What could work, though, is if you pressure the front and then get the DTs in at the same time, maybe they can burn down this cannon fast and really go to town on this base. Because there are no... Nope, there's 2 obs out for Stalker. So, maybe not. Maybe DTs... Maybe it's too much to expect here. Although, if they're other side of the map... Nope, one right there. Oh, they're just sitting with the army. Okay. Fair, I guess. Dude, wipe out this third. Wipe out the third. Don't come up the ramp. Wipe out the third. Does he know about the third? He does know about the third. Go kill it. All right. DT's inside your main. Ah, see, you think there aren't any obs yet, but there are. Trying to snipe that robo. Smartly getting out of there when things aren't going well. I like that choice. Myself's getting a third base during the attack. Awesome. And while everybody's distracted by the DTs, a little bit late, but comes into the third base and forces a cancel on it, or Stalker's just going to lose it straight up. Nope, there's the cancel. Yeah, he recognized that problem there. Stalker getting his Storm, getting Blink again. Both players are pretty big fans of the Blink upgrade. Can't blame them for it. Disruptors from myself. So everybody falling back on their, you know, familiar tropes here. Yeah, just throwing up cannons to just rebuff any other Warp Prism shenanigans that might happen. 50 to 52 army supply, 40 to 43 workers, pretty much even across the board. Stalker says, I feel like there's a base I can snipe. What do you think about that? Yeah. All right. Forcing a cancel on the 4th base of myself. And then... against this DT Zealot army. No Archons in the mix. Guardian Shield's going to help get rid... Oh, the Disruptor shot from the backside. Whoa. Very good stuff there. I think that might have got some friendly fire from myself, actually, if I'm looking at it. Hang on. 42 to 44 army supply. Yeah, this is where you really want some Archons, when there are this many Zealots and DTs. And myself... Yeah. Okay, comes down. No, that was pretty good. I thought maybe he killed some of his own stuff there, but nope, not really. Stalker's got his own DTs up. Myself, wait, doesn't have his detection here. This is weird. This is getting weird all of a sudden. No detection for myself. That seems bad. Get them, boys. Take them away, boys. Pick them away, toys. Myself is making an obs. He's flying in. 2 of them actually are showing up here. He's got that speed upgrade for him, too. It's good. It means that your army doesn't outrun the observers when they're running around. It's a good upgrade to get. Solid obs snipe. New 4th base coming up here at 12 o'clock for myself. New 3rd base is done from Stalker. 44 to 40 total workers. Stalker's army is 15 supply. It includes 5 Zealots and Immortal. So this is where myself actually might be able to just kind of win if he goes. But, as we've established, both players are pretty okay with hanging out. I mean, Stalker will go after bases that are on the edges here. Myself will do the same thing, but really just more interested in sitting back, getting upgrades, enjoying a nice cup of coffee. Maybe a drink with friends over here. You know, catching up on all the latest gossip on Ire. Yeah, I don't know. I just feel like when I play games of StarCraft, I am getting attacked constantly. I just never have any kind of comfort level at all with being able to expand like this. Maybe I should play Protoss. I don't know. Every time I expand, I feel like I'm taking a massive risk. Because there's an army just ready to punch me in the face when I do, you know? That's Zerg, though, right? You have to choose between making drones and making army, and so if you're getting a new base and saturating it, it means you didn't get army for the last couple of minutes, and that's not good. Dangerous. But then you can make a million... Oh, gosh. That warping almost worked. How did it get some of them and not all of them? Very weird. Scrapping. Not scrapping. Scrapping. Here's Zealot versus Zealot. Danger zone. And myself wipes it out. Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 total bases here from myself. Stalker has a 3rd, but it's not super healthy, is it? Myself's expanding super close to Stalker territory. That is a gutsy Nexus location, my friend. But this is where you go, I think. 88 to 80 army supply, 154. Go. Trust your disruptor, man. It's powerful. It's good. Triple forge from myself. He doesn't have any upgrades yet, so it's time to get those started, he says. 4th base from Stalker coming up. Naked expand. Like a couple DTs coming up here could probably shut that down. I love this location. Stalker is going to find it and kill it without a doubt. But, you know, it's aggressive. I like it. New Warp Prism heading down, trying to sneak. Stalker's army is all over on this left side. This is very, very exposed as a 4th base. This Warp Prism model is pretty fat, isn't it? It's like bigger than other Warp Prism models. Long, interesting. Oh, myself kind of accidentally goes for it. Disruptor shots! Archon's going down. Army value, 76 to 70. Using a quick panic warping of zealots up here. Nobody has attack or armor or shield upgrades at this point. Stalker hanging back, myself hanging back. They both had a traumatic experience. Trying to get more DTs in on Cannon Town here. Hey, depowering those cannons. One cannon, not really enough. All right, zealots warping in here too. These cannons are slowing this attack down, but they are not standing up super well. And then myself sends the rest of his army to wipe out Stalker's third. This is a beautiful three-pronged attack. Fourth base, main base, third base. Oh, yeah. 93 to 47 total workers is not great. Zealots all bouncing around because they're idiots trying to get that cannon. But the main base is falling. For Stalker, he needs to prioritize, or prioritization is just base racing. It appears to be a base race, ladies and gentlemen, as Stalker moves out. Not defending his home at all. This is not a base trade. He's got to get in here and win. 98 to 42 worker count, yeah. He knows he's down on economy, so he's got to kill myself before that economic advantage can really kick in. 106 to 74 army supply. A lot of myself's army is over here. So if we're base racing, we're base racing. Big saving grace, I was going to say. Stalker does know about this now, right? Stalker decides to chill for a minute during the base race. Oh, he recalls some stuff home, I guess? Some of it? Not bad. This guy still needs to keep going, though. Templar Archives, dead. Twilight Council, dead. Dark Shrine, dead. All these tech structures dying. Stalker decide. Oh, Stalker. Stalker, Stalker, Stalker. Are you coming in here without an observer? Stalker. Oh, no. Wait. Observer joins the... Nope, walks into cannon detection range. That's what's killing these. Nope, there are observers here. Okay, hang on. Stalker trying to stabilize, I guess. He's still down 82 to 42 workers. He's losing his main nexus. His main base has 2 unpowered warp gates in it. Then he recalls his boys out. Nice. Recalls them here. Oh, to get the third base again? Stalker's like, "Rawr." He's got a 78 to 40 army lead right now. Stalker does. I think he needs to go. He needs to move out. He needs to start killing bases, man. Myself has picked up that 111 upgrade for his gateway units. No upgrades for Stalker. I don't think he has any forges with which to upgrade at this point anyway. So, upgrade advantage, good. Not sure my path from here, says Stalker. A move. A move. The longer you wait, the worse this is for you, my guy. I think you can do it, too. You've got the Archons now against those Zealots. Tons of Immortals. So the enemy Immortals are toast here. You got detection against the DTs. Trying to better position his way up this ramp. Yeah, these Stalkers, yeah. Myself just like, never mind. Fail. Yeah, Protoss, it's... kind of does feel pretty powerful to walk up on a Nexus with like 10 Immortals and just crush it, man. The attacks are invisible, but they have so much weight to them. The design of StarCraft 2, guys, is just so good. All right, charge lots on the sort of backing out. Once again, Stalker says, I've killed a base. That's all I needed to do. I don't agree with his take. He's a 3-basing Protoss at 20 minutes. Against a 4-basing enemy Protoss. I guess coming home allows him to deal with these Zealots, though. This is great stuff for myself with this War Prism stuff. I like it. I like it quite a bit. War Prism speed's been researched as well. Oh yeah, War Prism speed and Observer speed. I always get them confused. I guess this one is War Prism because it's kind of chunkier? I don't know. How can I tell? Stalker decides to move out. He's like, I know there's a base up here. Or there was. I killed it, but maybe I have to kill it again. Maybe you do. All right, here comes myself. Zealots bouncing around. Not the best angle for them, but kind of tanking damage, allowing the Immortals of myself to get work done. Charge lots. Stalker, he needs to win this battle. The Archons from Stalker are behind, though. Oh, no. That battle did not go as well, I think, for Stalker as he wanted it to. Oh, I think that's your GG. Yeah, Stalker taps out. I think he had a better composition in this battle, but the Archons were behind instead of in front. The Zealots got way more done than they should have. It's 57 to 32 worker count, 48 to 4. You're really good bringing units into base late, like my main. That was fun, says myself. That was really powerful. Yeah, totally. Drops are good, it turns out. Drops are amazing, it turns out. And you don't have to do it early. You can do it at the, 15, 20 minute mark, 40 minute mark, hour mark. Drops are still powerful. Terran knows how good they are. Just a warping of Zealots. There's your GG. GG says Stalker. Myself gets the win, and he wins the best of 3 games. 2-1. Did I have a 2 there? Did I mess that up? Whatever. 3 games. 2-1. Yep. It was 2-1. Now it's 3-1. Now it's, nope, it's 2-1. It's best of 3s. Yeah, it's like 12:40 a.m. All right. Yeah, 2-1 in this best of 3. Yeah, drops. Like, that's one thing everybody hates, man. Warp Prism shows up in your main. It warps in 12 charge lots. Zerg hates it. Protoss hates it. Terran hates it. It requires so much to go in there and dig them out, kick them out, and you're distracted while other stuff is happening. You're vulnerable at your other bases. Yeah, warp-ins are very, very good. So, fun stuff. Again, I think Stalker's biggest weakness is going away when he wins a battle. He kind of just needs to keep pushing. I think that's his main thing. Also, I don't know. Getting a decent build order opening and making a unit when your first gateway finishes is not bad either. Just a thought. But yeah, Disruptors versus Storm. Disruptors get it. 2-1. Very fun. Best of 3 for sure, without a doubt. And congratulations to myself. Way to get that win. All right. Very, very excellent. And that's going to be it for me today. So this has been Falcon Paladin coming at you with yet another edition of StarCraft 2 Legacy of the Void. Go ahead, hit that like button, hit that subscribe if you like what you saw and what you heard today. You can also catch me on Twitter, Facebook, Patreon, and Twitch, all at /Falcon Paladin. And until next time, as always, thank you so much for watching, and you take care of yourself.
The path of ascension is before us.